just before this list starts, I'm going to say that I am not the most educated player at Prison Architect, so if I am wrong with anything on this list, be free to shout at me in the comments, so I won't change the outcome of the video. I also have hiccups, so bear with me in that. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the 10 things you might do in Prison Architect that you don't need to do, but you do them anyway. So, you know. Number 10. Put more than one table in a parole room. I've done this before, and I'm pretty sure at least one of you have done it as well, but placing more than one table in a parole room is simply not needed. You can only have one parole hearing session to a room, I think. Having 3 or 4 tables in it won't change anything, I think. You're better off building another building for another parole session. Yeah, makes sense. I'm stumbling on my words. Anyway, next. Number 9. Build too many cells. There's always that time where you look at the to-do list and you see that prisoners are going to arrive in 24 hours. And you go, oh poop. The prisoners are going to arrive. And I only built the offices. Oh god, panic. So when you do build these cells, you say to yourself, this is looking good. Let's expand. Then you build a lot more cells, and then one thing leads to another, and then you end up losing all your money, and everything starts to go a bit wrong. Here's the thing: only build cells when you want some prisoners to arrive, and only build enough cells, and you should be fine. And I just got a message on Facebook. Anyway, next. 8. Number 8. Make the cells too big. Well, if you don't build too many, you build too big. It's just a constant question of how big should the cells be? How big shall the cells be when you're starting off a new prison? Just remember to keep in your mind bed, toilet, because that's all you need if you want a bookshelf or a shower or anything else that takes up 1 square. Expand the width by 1 and all will be good. Number 7. Build a holding cell. Another one of them moments when you realise prisoners are about to arrive. A carefully planned out prison shouldn't need a holding cell. You should just pause the game. Rip my my tablet. That just fell off the bed. A carefully planned out prison shouldn't need a holding cell. You should just pause the game and build some cells right off the bat. And can sometimes be cheaper than building a holding cell. It also, like if you have like cheap cells, it also stops prisoners from complaining about privacy and all that. And after all, it just takes up valuable space in your prison for something else, like more cells. So have it at that, and don't build holding cells. Waste of time. Next. Number 6. Build a shower room. Simply build. Simply build. No. Simple. Build a shower in cell. Prisoners be happy forever. Well, you know what I mean. They'll be happy that they have a shower in their cell. Next. Number 5. Build the kitchen off of the canteen. I'm fairly sure everyone does this, but you don't need to. Build it a few squares away. Yeah, maybe a longer journey for the cooks, but it's also further away from prisoners, which should never be allowed to work in the canteen. By the way, just saying, they should never, like in the kitchen even. And it is safer for if there is a fire, for only one building to get damaged, which would save money on repairs. Just because gaming, helping you save money. Number 4. Overstaff the prison. What's that? I don't need 80 guards, 30 cooks, 50 janitors, 60 gardeners, 20 armed guards, 25 dog handlers, 15 doctors, 150 workmen to look after 70 prisoners. You must be mad. Hang on. What? I'm mad? Pfft, whatever. Number 3. Make higher quality cells. This one is entirely opinion based. I just think it's a waste of time because I don't really see my prisoners moan about having the right quality cell. I mean, do you? The closest it gets for me is like hygiene and literacy, and I put bookshelves and showers in all my cells, so I don't see what their problem is. Number 2. and that is building enough solitary. One of the more rare ones, but if you have a particularly rowdy prison, then you might, and I know for one, not build enough solitary. I have about 20 solitary cells, and I still have about 13 prisoners awaiting solitary. A bonus for number 2. A bonus for the number 2 spot is building solitary solitary cells too big. I just have a door and a toilet, because that's all I need to live, apparently. Number 1. Build yards outside. We all do it, don't lie, be honest. We've all done this in our prisons, built the yards outside. I think this is mainly because when you think of a yard, you think of your backyard or your front yard, which is normally outside your house, but you gotta think prison. Build them inside. Prisoners don't deserve the outside. Kill them with fire. Don't do it. Anyway, that was my list. Tell me in the comments if you disagree with any of my points. I'm sure you do. This is the first list I have ever done, apart from my 50 subscribers special. Oh, I've come so far, haven't I? No, not really. 10 subs in 10 months. How beautiful. Anyway, that's my list. Just one thing, and that is don't go laughing about your friends because you watched a YouTube video that is 20 seconds long. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. Comment, because I like reading comments. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. Goodbye.